What if I told you that Deltarune's pink fight is by far one of the easiest bosses in Undertale and Deltarune to do a no-hit on? Now, there's been heavy debate amongst the fandom since Chapter 5's release that pink's bombs are way too hard and unbalanced. But what I'm about to tell you is a strategy. A strategy that I use to not only do a complete no-hit on pink, but also this strategy can be used by absolutely anyone to do a no-hit on pink within just a couple of hours. So this strategy consists mainly of lowering the amount of turns that pink can do in a fight as low as possible. Luckily for us, this fight has a unique gimmick called the Doki meter, where once this meter is full, the fight transitions into the next phase. This means that we essentially have a way to manually choose how many turns are in pink's battle. And luckily for us, it is very easy to control. So the strategy? Well, it consists of defending with Kris, sharing an item with Susie, and then doing a lovely boy act with Ralsei. This means that we can maximize our TP gain, increase the maximum TP, and on top of that, passively increase the Doki meter every single turn. Now, each item in the game gives a differing amount of Doki depending on a random value. Luckily for us, if we do an entire playthrough, or steal a save from speedrunners, we can make the perfect item inventory that can allow us to get the highest amount of Doki possible per turn. Pink is separated into 3 unique phases. With the strategy that we're deploying, phase 1 is rather easy and self-explanatory. The only problem that phase 1 can run into is the infamous bomb attack that almost everyone struggles on in this fight. However, since this is a phase 1 bomb attack, it's actually not that bad. And on top of that, what if I told you that this is the only bomb attack that we actually have to get past in this entire fight? Normally, this bomb attack appears in later phases, and each phase's bomb attack is significantly harder to dodge than the previous one. However, due to the strategies that we will use in later phases, if you can master this bomb attack in phase 1, which is very easy compared to the later ones, this no-hit becomes a breeze. The last attack after the bomb attack in phase 1 may look very hard at first, but genuinely all you have to do to get past this attack is just go up and down. Once pink throws the bombs at the end of the attack, all you have to do is stay still in the middle and you won't take any damage. It's actually really funny, that's how that works. Going into phase 2, you only have to get through 2 attacks in this phase. The third attack that typically takes place after the first 2 attacks is supposed to be another bomb attack, but as I said previously, we're skipping it. The first attack in phase 2 is easy and self-explanatory, but the second attack is where we have the ability to skip the rest of phase 2. So on top of doing the strategy of defending with Kris, throwing an item with Susie, and lovely boy with Ralsei, if you manage to get as many hearts as possible within this second attack, you can actually gain enough TP to do a Giga Flirt with Kris, thus skipping the rest of phase 2 as well as another bomb attack. And that leads us into phase 3. The only real problem with phase 3 is to not choke on any of the attacks and surviving the first attack of the phase. The first attack is easily the hardest attack in the entire no-hit due to it being slightly unsight readable, as well as requiring a higher reaction time. I will preface this right away, when getting to this attack, you're going to be relying a bit on RNG. The more times you get to this attack, the easier it will be because you'll more easily be able to react to the bullet patterns that are thrown at you. Once you get the majority of your practice in for this attack, 90% of the time, you're going to have to get lucky with the bullet pattern and hope that you can read the pattern in time. It is by far the most infuriating attack in this battle, but I don't think it really compares to the Roaring Knight and how infuriating that fight was to no-hit. Like, that took 22 hours. That was ridiculous. After getting through the first attack of phase 3, the hardest attacks are behind you. The only thing left for you to do is to not choke on the final attacks that pink throws at you. Now I'm going to show you a no-hit run of what it actually looks like when you put all of these strategies together. So make sure to subscribe, because this video did actually take a long time to make. I hope you enjoy my no-hit and my reaction to said no-hit. All right, sure. I should not be alive. I should not be alive. I should not be alive. Holy fuck. What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Chat, we have to lock the fuck in. Losing is not an option. I have to read. I have to read here, or else it's not going to be pretty. Losing is not an option! Losing is not an option! Losing's not an option! It's not an option, chat!